Hi, and welcome to Interpersonal Communication. My name is Rebecca Whitaker, and I will be helping your journey into learning about relationships and not only how we communicate in relationships, but how we should communicate in relationships. This class is broken up into 3 chunks. The first chunk talks about, or analyzes rather, just general interpersonal communication theory. The second chunk analyzes a theory that I like to call communication excellence theory. It focuses on positive communication and how we can communicate positively with others, and it develops certain skills that you should develop as the semester goes. And then our third chunk is on conflict, because I wanted to make sure that not only do you learn how to communicate, but you also know how to communicate at difficult times, such as conflict. So those are the 3 major chunks. What you're going to do is, most of the time your assignments will be due on Monday. Most of your assignments will be for 2 weeks at a time. It'll be responding to 2 discussion questions and respond to one other student's answer to the question. On the 3rd week of each section, you'll have a case study due, and you'll see a video later about how to do case studies. There's also on the website there's an outline case study, and there will be a sample case study out there for you. At the end of the semester, we'll do a larger case study with a reflection paper, and we'll talk more about that later. But those are the main kinds of assignments that you're going to be having this semester. One thing that's really important to note is that if you stop coming at any point in the semester, not only will, and by coming I mean doing your work throughout the semester, not only will it affect your grade, but if you end up with an F, it's going to show that you didn't attend since this date. So your financial aid may be impacted, so it's really important to pay attention to that. I do have some important things to tell you today. And one of the things I need to talk to you about is my plagiarism rules. If I find out that you have taken more than 3 or 4 words from something online or something that someone else has written that is not you, then not only will you get an F on the assignment, but if you do it twice, then you get an F in the class, and I have to report you. And I don't want to do that, so just don't do it. If you are taking a quote from a book, make sure just to cite that book. If you're taking a quote from one of my lectures or something that I posted online, make sure to cite it to the correct person. If you're using a quote from the internet, make sure just simply to cite that quote, and so the author of the quote, whoever said it, gets the credit instead of you. That's the brief things that you need to know. Your first assignment that is due on a week from today, so the week from Wednesday, which is next week, the 27th. I take that back. It's actually due on Monday. Is to do an introduction assignment. What you have to do is simply tell us about yourself. This is located in the discussion section. So since I'm expecting you to talk about yourself, I'm going to tell you about me, so you get to know me as well. I have been teaching interpersonal communication. This is going on my 2nd year now at UAM. I got my master's degree at the University of Arkansas at Little Rock in Applied Communication Studies. I got my bachelor's degree here at UAM in 2011 in English and speech communication. So I have a background not only in communication, but I also have a background in writing. So if you have questions about that or how to write some of the essays that we are going to be doing this semester, then feel free to ask me questions. I am married to a wonderful man whose name is James Whitaker. In fact, he just got a new job, so we will be moving to Louisiana next week on Wednesday. So I will be teaching you all the way from the great state of Louisiana. It's going to be a great transition for us, and I'm very excited about it. One of the reasons why I think it's really important that you do this introduction assignment is because there's going to be times during the semester where you're going to be sharing really, really personal information. And if you have this information about other people already, you're already developing this relationship with each other, so you can feel more open to talk. Now, it's really important to note that I will not take any cyberbullying. That will be strongly reprimanded. You won't get credit for whatever assignment you're bullying on. And if it continues, then I will have to do something else besides fail you for that specific assignment. You may have to fail the course because this is interpersonal communication, and if you are bullying, you obviously aren't understanding what we're talking about. There will be times where you're going to be, like I said, sharing really personal information. So it's really important that you are, whenever you communicate about that communication, whenever you talk about what someone else has said, that you do so in a judgment-free way and in a supportive way. Because you're going to be saying things that people don't agree with too, and you want to be treated respectfully. I'm going to be saying things that are really personal to me, and so I also want that same respect, that you're not going to judge me, or that you're not going to leave this classroom and talk about what we've talked about outside of the theories that you've learned. It's really important to me that you do learn the theories that we talk about and that you're able to apply them in your life. That's what this whole class is about. It's about learning how to have better relationships and communicate better in relationships. And I'm not just talking about spousal relationships. I'm not talking about just parent and child relationships. I'm talking about relationships with your friends, with acquaintances, with people that you go to school with people that you work with. Those are the kind of things that we're going to be focusing on in this class. And so I'm really excited about this semester. I know I've thrown a whole bunch at you at 6 minutes and 51 seconds, but I also don't want the video to be too long because I know you won't watch it if it gets much longer. But I'm very excited about this semester, and you're more than welcome to email me or call me with any questions that you may have, but I do reserve the right not to answer your phone call if it's after 4 o'clock in the afternoon or before 10 o'clock, because I don't have a full-time job and I'm going to enjoy that. I just teach you wonderful students, and I teach at East Arkansas Community College as well, public speaking online. Those are my only jobs. I'm going to relax a little bit this semester because I have had way too many jobs in the recent past, and so I'm going to relax. And so I'm going to sleep in. You're allowed to sleep in. I'm allowed to sleep in. So don't call me during those times, but feel free to call me from 10 till 4 o'clock in the afternoon. If I don't answer, just leave a message, and you can email me at any time. If you email me about an assignment the day before the assignment, just know that you're communicating to me that that you're not managing your time wisely, and 2, that you don't care enough about the assignment, that you don't respect me or the assignment. And I may not answer because I may not be able to. So it's really important to, if you have a question about assignment, get it in early. All right. I know I told you I was already done. I'm done now for real. Y'all have a great week, and I look forward to reading your introduction assignments. Bye.